Zoetis said their arthritis drugs were safe. They said serious side effects were rare. They said pet owners had nothing to worry about. Then the FDA stepped in and forced them to change the warning labels. Now, Zoetis is launching a new, longer-lasting arthritis injection for dogs. And many people are asking, how many warnings come too late? Background: Librela and Solensia. Over the last few years, Zoetis introduced two blockbuster arthritis drugs, Librela for dogs and Solensia for cats. Both are monoclonal antibodies designed to block nerve growth factor, or NGF, a molecule involved in pain signaling. Zoetis promoted these drugs as groundbreaking and safe, repeatedly stating that serious adverse reactions were rare. But as use expanded globally, adverse event reports began to flood in, submitted by veterinarians and by pet owners, watching their animals rapidly decline. Eventually, regulators intervened. In the United States, the FDA required Zoetis to update and correct the product inserts, adding side effects that were not clearly listed when these drugs were first marketed. Those changes weren't voluntary. They were mandatory. Enter Lenivia. Now, Zoetis is introducing a new osteoarthritis drug called Lenivia. Like Librela, Lenivia targets NGF, but Zoetis says it binds differently, allowing a single injection to last up to 3 months. Lenivia has already been approved in Canada. European regulators are expected to make a final decision soon. Zoetis has described this as another innovative tool to improve animals' quality of life. But for many advocates, the timing is deeply concerning. Campaigners warning, animal safety advocates are calling for a pause. A petition: https://chng.it/v8tjfy-xv7r is demanding a total ban of Librela and Solensia, along with Lenivia and Portela in the UK, seeking independent, transparent safety reviews are completed. The concern is simple. Zoetis expressed full confidence in Librela and Solensia. Right up until regulators forced label changes, the fear is the same pattern is repeating. Zoetis response: hard push. Zoetis continues to say it has full confidence in Librela and Solensia, emphasizing that serious adverse reactions are rare compared to the number of doses sold. But critics say that confidence comes at a devastating cost, because behind those assurances are thousands upon thousands of adverse event reports describing severe neurological reactions, sudden collapse, prolonged suffering, and deaths that pet owners and veterinarians directly associate with drugs that were marketed as safe. Advocates argue that Zoetis is effectively ignoring the real-world outcomes serious enough that the FDA was forced to step in, correct the warning labels, and that's the part critics say should terrify people. If these drugs were truly as safe as claimed from the beginning, why did regulators have to intervene at all? So when Zoetis now asks the public to trust them, again, this time with longer-lasting injections that cannot be stopped, reversed, or removed once injected, campaigners say the danger is obvious. If pets were harmed, left suffering, or lost after monthly injections that were called safe, what happens when those same mechanisms remain in an animal's body for months? How many more pets have to suffer? How many more families have to grieve? And how many warnings will only appear after irreversible damage is done? Regulatory status and side effects. European regulators have already acknowledged observed side effects during Lenivia trials including lethargy, loss of appetite, coordination problems, increased thirst, and increased urination. Despite this, the European Medicines Agency has issued a positive opinion, stating that the benefits outweigh the risks. The final decision now rests with the European Commission. Call to action. Lenivia may ultimately prove safe, but many believe approval should never come before full transparency. If your pet is on Librela, Solensia, or the newer, longer-acting arthritis injections, Lenivia or Portela, ask hard questions. Read the inserts. Report adverse reactions, because safe should never mean learning the truth too late. If this matters to you, sign the petition https://CHTJFYXV7R. Share it. Awareness saves lives.